So if you got a credit card and nobody ever really explained it to you, hey, I got this video. I'm gonna try to explain the whole thing in a few minutes. Here's how it usually goes. You sign up for a card at a store to get a discount. And there's a limit. It says you can get $2,000. And it's easy to read that as, I got $2,000 to spend. You don't. You have permission to owe the bank $2,000. Every time you use that card, you're taking a small loan. That's all a credit card is. Now, here's the good news, and it's the most important thing on this list. Your statement closes and you get about 3 weeks before that payment's due. Pay the whole statement balance inside that window and it costs you nothing. You pay to the bank, zero interest. Your borrowed money is free because you paid it back. That's the whole game, paid in full inside the window. But say 1 month you can. Let's say rent was tight. That happens to everybody and it doesn't make you irresponsible. But here's what changes the credit card. The moment you don't pay it in full, two things happen. You start accruing interest on your balance. And most cards add it every single day, not just one lump sum at the end of the month. And that free window that I talked about, everything new that you start buying starts costing right away too. So $50 in gas doesn't say $50. If you let it sit there for about a year, it could drift to maybe $60. The birthday gift, the lunch, all those things, they add up. And that's how people end up with a balance. They're like, I don't remember building that. Then you look at your statement and see the minimum payment. Say it's $30 over a $1,000 balance. Pay that off again and you're fine. You're not late, no fee. But most of that $30 that you're paying is interest. Only about $12 actually goes to what you actually owe. You paid and the number barely moved, and that's frustrating. That's what makes people stop looking and caring about it. But anything you pay above the minimum is what actually moves you closer to getting it paid off in full. That's an extra $10, $20 that goes straight to your balance, also called the principal. And underneath all of that, there's a second set of costs that have nothing to do with what you bought. There's fees. You have a fee for just having the card. Sometimes it's annual. You have a late fee for missing a minimum payment or being behind. You have a return payment fee if your checking account bank doesn't have enough money to pay off your amount. And then even your bank might cause another series of those fees on top of fees. And then the last thing is that there are some positive things, right? You can get rewards and they can be miles or cashback or anything like that. But if you're getting 2% in rewards, but you're paying 20% in interest, that's not really a win. That's how banks make their money. So I broke each one of these things down in an earlier video. So go back and check them out on my page. Now, here's the part underneath all of it. Somebody did tell you all this stuff technically. It was in the paperwork, it was in the fine print that you signed. Most people don't read that. And that's not really what you're paying attention to when you're signing up. You're paying attention to getting that shirt or that discount. But here's the thing. All of that felt good and it might have felt like a relief at the time. It wasn't a trick. That's the actual product. That's what a credit card is. It's used right, it's genuinely useful. It gets you through a hard month or a hard season. It builds the record that gets you the apartment or the house or whatever it is that you're trying to build your credit for. But using it right takes being disciplined and equipped. And here's the thing about money. Most people don't get taught these rules and these intricacies. They pick it up from watching. So think about what you actually watched growing up. Maybe you watched someone put everything on a card, the groceries, the light bill, Christmas, all that. Not because they were careless, but because that's what was available. And nobody ever said out loud to them, this is a loan, you have to pay that back. You just saw the card come out every time something needed paying. So that's how you learned a card gets used. Or maybe you didn't see anything at all. Money wasn't discussed in your house. It got handled somewhere where you couldn't see it. Either way, you land in the same place. You copied what was in front of you, or you may have had nothing to copy. That's not a character flaw, that's a gap, and gaps can close. While you copy what was in front of you, there's something new in front of you now. Comment the one thing from this video that you wish somebody had told you sooner. Talk first, tools later.